looks like a bug. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a whole bunch of bots, and I'm going to just fight them 1v5. And because I have a global ultimate, I can do it. And I'm going to keep the bots at beginner to start. Maybe if it's too easy, we'll up them to intermediate. But we're going to make them mostly squishy, and we're going to see if I can 1v5. And this will really help me optimize my clear. It'll help me optimize my damage. It'll help me get ahead and see if I can keep the lead and win the game before the bots take over. I don't know what that is. We'll do this. We'll add some bots. Now, I want all AD carries. So here, let's do that. Tristan will be annoying because she can jump away. She can blast me away for ult, so it'll be things to work on. Let's get some ones about escapes, too. Sivir will be annoying because of that spell shield. Let's get a Caitlyn. Who else? Maybe like an Ashe or something. Ashe will be annoying because of the slow. Here, let's get Lucian. He has dashes and stuff, but not a lot of CC. So they have a little bit of crowd control. Like Kog'Maw has his slow. Tristana can ult me away. But for the most part, like I should be able to just blow these guys up. We have them all at beginners, so they're really, really stupid. Let's jump in and practice. So I'm going to do a couple of these games, and we're going to scale up to normals, and we're going to scale up to maybe ranked today if I'm feeling confident.
They are privileged to
So my runes again. Attack speed quints, that's so I can stack my passive in the jungle and so I don't get too low. Scaling health and armor on my seals because I don't really need the early armor. Once I get a couple levels, that'll help me take over, really. Cooldown reduction on my glyphs, a little bit of magic resist thrown in there, then flat AD because all my abilities, my A and my E, scale really hard with AD. I have like 120% AD ratio on my Q. It's ridiculous. Thinking movement speed to get around the map faster. That'll tie in nicely with my base 8 movement, which is nice. This will make my Hunter's Potion do more damage when I'm trying to kill people. That'll synergize all of my E's execute damage, the extra crit. This will help me stay alive when I'm trying to 1v5. Health just to survive in the jungle, a little more health to survive in the jungle. And this so they can't kite. And this just is the other ones won't really do as much coming out of the jungle. So here's what we're thinking. I haven't done this drill in a while. A while ago I learned Pantheon, but it was like a season or two ago, and this was super helpful. Like a high ELO player was telling me to try this out. So here's what we're going to do. Now there's another thing I noticed about Pantheon as well. In the current meta, in the current state of the game, he is very, very mana dependent early. What the hell is this? They have 4 exhausting knights? Oh man, this is gonna make it harder. Alright, that's fine. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ignites. 1, 2, 3, 4 exhausts. Alright, so it's gonna be a little bit harder than normal. Normally AD carries will run like flash and heal, which is what I'd like to practice against, but that's just a freaking nightmare. Alright, so I'm just gonna start like a normal jungle route, and then we're gonna see if we can impact the map. Now, Pantheon, getting to level 6 fast will be important. So I need to gank. Oh, wait. In-game is not working. Here, let me switch. Kind of sad, actually, because it's kind of fun watching the loading screen when it's like 1v5. There it is. So make this big. Drop this all the way to the bottom. So it looks like XSplit just bugged out. But it's me against the world, and they all have exhaust and ignites. So it's going to be a little bit harder than normal, this drill. But they are beginner bots, so it doesn't matter. Now, if this is a real game, I would want to make sure I'm not getting invaded. Maybe I'd want to run to the enemy jungle and ward. But because it's just up against bots, they're going to be hugging their tower. So I'm not too worried about them. My plan is do this half of the jungle, and then go kill mid. Shove the wave back. Go do the other half of my jungle, kill mid again, shove the lane back. The bots won't push too hard, right? Because they're robots. They're kind of dumb. So we're going to do that. Now I'm going to start Q here because I'm starting on blue side of the map. If I was starting red side, maybe I start E because it hits more things and actually does more damage to more things. But blue has a lower cooldown, so since I'm just hitting the Gromp, single target damage, we're going to be focusing on that. I need to work on kiting these guys too. So trying to get all my damage off as fast as possible so I can be stacking my passive. Notice how I blocked an auto because I'm like hustling a little. 2, 3, 4. So the next one will block And I missed one, so I'm a little bit low. So waiting on stuff to be up. Hiding these guys around. Now I'm going to run a little low mana, right? Because Pantheon, very, very mana hungry. Insanely mana hungry, actually. So what we need to do is kind of kite these guys around, and then when it gets low enough, I may even be able to smite. Because look, 10 seconds, right? I didn't get a leash, so in like a real game, it's a little bit easier, but... Another thing to notice that's really, really important. When I'm hitting those little guys with my E, I get extra health back. So that's pretty good. I popped both of my health potions. So we're kind of doing this, and then we're looking at that Sivir. She's already level 3. So let's see if this will actually work. I'm waiting for my mana to come back up. I'm healing a little bit of health. I think I might even go and get red buff from top, just because it's a weird game and I didn't get a leash, so we can cheat a little. They also have so many exhausts and stuff, like... So Pantheon, he has kind of a weird kit. When you have his E, he crits when stuff is below a certain point. Like, see, I had that little 83% wimpy crit. It's like a guaranteed thing, right? If we look top, the bots, they're nice and low, but, you know, they haven't really touched the tower much. Shit, that might actually go down pretty fast. We'll see what I can do. All right, let's get this and let's go make a difference. She's level 4, so this is interesting, too. All right, we're going to do this, and we're going to go kill people, or try to kill people. Remember, I'm up against Exhaust Ignite, so might be a little tricky. Oh, man. And I was thinking, like, all right, I'll be, like, full health, too, but I haven't done this drill in a while, so I'm a little bit low. I'm going to be running into the Sivir. She is out of mana, which is nice. Let's see what I can do. There's a group of minions here, so... Robots, you know, not the smartest. There's her spell shield. Oh no. Oh no. I didn't have quite enough damage to kill her. This drill is going to require me to get some first blood powers. Am I about to die? It looks like it. Ah, she doesn't want to party. Alright, let's do this. Let's back. I'm going to see if I can actually kill things now. But this is going to be a little bit tougher than I imagined. That spell shield was used at a weird time. Alright, we'll do this, get some of that. I'm not going to spend any money on my pink ward like I normally would. We're going to keep walking, keep using our stuff. I was hoping I could kill her, shove this wave up, and get a bunch of experience off of that, but now I think we're just going to go down here. Both of these guys have Exhaust Ignite too. Like, that Sivir didn't even touch me with that. So I'm going to smite this, do this camp real quick. It's level 2. I still got a little bit of red buff left. Now, another thing to notice about Pantheon, you kind of want to leave the big guy alive and kill the little guys, because you'll block damage from the big guy, but you won't block from the little guy. So it'll stay a little healthier if you keep the little guy up. Let's run through here. Let me get another point in my queue. If I'm playing, like, real Pantheon jungle, it's like Emax first for the faster clear and for the smaller mana costs. Using my W there just so I can actually kill her. There's one. Jumping into the bush there to reset the aggro. I'm out of mana, it looks like, so I'm not going to be able to get her, unfortunately, but we'll push this up. Alright, so there's my first blood. If we look top, they are doing some work on that tower, but not enough to really matter yet. But we're going to push this wave up. Remember, the Caitlyn probably backed. I'm very low mana, so just going to hit this. Maybe we'll go do the enemy blue buff, and then we're going to rotate mid and get that Sivir if we can. Trying to last hit without abilities, it's a little tricky. The execute damage makes it a little bit easier on Pantheon too, though. But another reason we're pushing that wave up is we want the extra experience, because if I hit 6, this becomes a lot easier, because I can fight bot, get a kill, maybe scare the other one out of lane, rotate mid with my ult, kill them too. So that's what we're going for. Another little trick, the first time you take a buff, it lasts a little bit longer than the next time you take it. So this one will have a slightly longer duration. So I'll have more mana. let's do this. I should be 6 after I kill these little guys, if I'm not mistaken. So there we go. Sivir, she's pretty full health. Let's see if we can do this. But what we need to do now is snowball, because if I wait too long to do anything, these guys are going to just destroy me, right? There's the spell shield. Just kind of standing there like, oh, you want to fight, huh? Okay, I can do that. Let's shove this wave up like we said. Remember, we have our blue buff ticking. If I max my E, the minions will die a lot easier than if I don't. So let's get another point in our E. Q is good for fighting champions. E is good for farming, doing minions, right? So we're going to do that. Now, I have a little bit of gold, too, 1,500. Let's see what these guys have bought. Are they buying the stupid bot items? They haven't even bought yet. So what I'm doing is looking right here for this. Now, most bots, they can see it coming. Oh, no. Well, interestingly, that didn't do anything. So there we go, we forced her out. The other bot got scared. She wasn't auto-attacking me like a regular player would. I'm waiting on a few seconds for my stuff to come back up. Oh, and look at that. We'll throw a spear, even if she jumps away. There we go, we got that. Alright, put a ward there. I've been ignoring these guys top. They just took that tower. So what happens when the bots take the towers, they then like to rotate around, right? We're going to do this for some extra damage. And actually, let's do this one, because I'm up against some 80 carries, right? Let's get some more damage, too. So I'm 4-0 at this point. I started to get cooldown reduction from that item. We're going to work into another cooldown reduction item. I do not have my ult up for another minute. So what I'm going to do is save this tower if I can. Then I'm going to rotate top and kill these guys. None of them have really bought. The Kog'Maw has a pickaxe. That's it. So again, beginner bots. They're a little bit easier than like intermediate bots, which will probably be wiping the floor with me and my shitty Pantheon mechanics. Remember, you know, this guy doesn't really know what she's doing, so... Let's get him close enough so I can throw one more Q. Maybe if she's not a robot, she uses her W. Maybe she walks away. Maybe she even auto-attacks a little bit. She is a robot. 30 seconds on my ult. So I'm going to try to kill these guys and rotate bot. They are taking this tower really fast, so I think if I put more pressure here, it'll be better. We got a big wave coming in. We're going to focus the Kog'Maw first because we know he actually has damage. Get my E. This guy's second. I wanted to try to jump to that to get away from his explosion, but you know, there's not much we can do. I'm going to pop all the health potions. Notice I'm out of mana. Notice my blue buff is up. This route is kind of designed for that. These guys are pushing bot. Let's see if we can keep doing this. Once all the towers start falling, the bots generally start to group, and that gets a little easier. Remember, I picked a bunch of bots that don't have a lot of crowd control. That was on purpose. That's so this drill would actually work. Let's keep doing this. Keep farming. Another Q, too. I'm going to smite this so that when I go bot and have a whole bunch of people like attacking me, we'll be able to like have a little more damage against them. Right, let's do this. Let's get some more damage. I'm going for this item here. I want some boots so I can move around the map a little bit more. One of those. That'll be fine. Now, notice my ult is up, right? These guys are probably going to keep pushing. So what I can do is I can run here, kill them. Remember, Trist is 6, so she could ult me away. But what happens if she ults me away and she's low? Maybe I can ult to her. And remember, it's a robot, so nothing crazy. I mean, I have a lot of damage. So there we go. Now, next tactic. Remember, we have that ult. So what we're trying to do is control the map. Let's do that, actually. There we go. Level 11. Let's push this up with our E. Caitlyn is bot, pushing that wave back out, but we can keep going around and working on our mechanics. I think that was actually a bad engage. I got a lot of damage with my ult. Remember, it does a shit ton. 700 if I just land on you. So these guys, if you count them, like Kog'Maw and Lucian, they only have 1,000. So they're already pretty low with me doing that. And I'm just going to run right into them because I'm Pantheon and it's beginner bots and I'm not afraid. Lucian is more of a threat. Let's just kill him. Remember, we got a lot of damage from just the smite, from some other stuff. Let's see if I can actually jump away with my W in a second. Doesn't look like it. I don't care. Caitlyn is pushing bot. We need to get down there and deal with that. We're trying to keep our second tier towers up. But already we're pretty damn fed. So let's keep pressuring this. But I'm going to back. We're going to rotate here. Sivir is pushing this up. It's surviving pretty well. I got kind of lucky that she went there, but now we have our core. So let's do this. Waiting on mana, then I'm just going to head there. My ult is up in 20 seconds, so my plan is kill who's ever bot. Looks like it's these two. If we tap, we can see they're starting to get some damage, right? I'm 2 items up on them, though. So I have 2 items. They're working on their first, so it shouldn't matter. Start the combo with my Q. E if they're just going to sit there. We can do that. I'm Pantheon, so I'm really, really fast. So we can do that. Remember, I have my ult. I want to be pushing that wave out too, but I also want to keep this alive if I can. Now, because I'm a little bit faster, I'm just going to run on the Sivir. I might get Moby Boots for this exercise too, although Ninja Taboo would be better against 580 carries. So let's run in here. We're going to lead with a Q. I'm going to stun her so she's stuck in my stuff. There we go. We'll do that. Now we have more on the top, but you can kind of see how this is going, right? We're kind of just controlling the map, working on our combo. Over and over and over again, we're just going to be doing this. I'm going to smite the Kog'Maw because he's a little scarier. There we go, do that. Now, I'm completely out of mana and stuff, so I'm going to just push this up. And then we're going to probably back. There should be another wave coming shortly. Maybe I have enough to hit it with an E one more time. I mean, everybody's dead. Another thing to notice, there is a Wind Dragon, so if the bots actually group up... I'm Pantheon, I don't care about towers, right? Not when my passive is up. So like now. Cool, I took 1 hit, whatever. So let's back up. We're making them lose more farm. Looks like bot is going to be the next. That's going to be our same kind of rotation. Let's actually get those. Let's do Ninja Tabby this game, just because I said it would be good. It probably will be good. And I want some more damage. This would be nice. So let's do this. Ult is up in 20 seconds. Remember, cooldown reduction is really important on Pantheon because it means this is a 2-second cooldown. This is a 3-second cooldown. All my damage is on a really low cooldown. I'm not even 40% yet. We're running here to save this tower. I see Kate and Tristana here. We might ult to save this one. But once all the first tiers are done, the bots start grouping, and this will be a different kind of team fight. Hey, Kate. What's up, girl? But Pantheon, I think our combos are getting a little smoother. It felt like I executed that pretty clean. Now, things to notice. I'm a little low health, a little low mana. Let's pop our stuff up. Looks like Sivir finally killed a thing. I can probably just rotate, because, again, movement speed, tier 2 boots. If you look at what I have, 412 just walking around, that's a lot. If I have time to actually pick up that Wind Dragon, which I'm pretty fed, I can probably just do it really fast, but I'm trying to minimize the damage on these towers. So plan is kill this Sivir before she has time to even respawn. I'm just trying to save my other stuff for the top lane, because they're taking it down pretty hard, actually. Pop all our health potions so we have enough mana to do stuff. Here we go, we'll get these guys again. Looks like Lucian's gonna be the bigger threat. Here we go, did the things, running away from his stuff. We'll come back and clear the wave. Alright, I'm going to... Actually, let's keep pushing, because I need a little bit more gold for this item. Actually, I have enough right now, but let's get this blue buff, so when I kill bot, I'll have enough mana to just do the dragon real quick, because that'll help me with rotations. Waiting on like 5 more gold so I can hit an E, because that'll just finish this off a little bit faster. Alright, we're going to pop our health potion, we're going to buy our Sterix gauge, that'll just help us stay alive once the 5v5 team fighting starts, or the 5v1, but we'll keep this rolling. Let's do that. It's gonna be my one tank item. Maybe something like a GA would be good. Maybe even something like a ZZ Rot would be good in this situation, just because I need help pushing these things. Remember, the wave mechanics are different this season, Season 6 versus last season's. Tristana's the scary one, but... There you go, guys. Pantheon. I'm looking on the map trying to figure out where people are. Looks like Lucian is top. He's pushing down our inhib tower. We can't let that go down because Pantheon doesn't have the best clear against super minions. So let's actually back. That's a good item to buy. Actually just won a bunch of damage. Maybe we do this. Just so they can't heal on me. I wanted to get that dragon, but these guys are being a nuisance. There we go. Sivir, meanwhile, pushing on this. I'm hoping the bots actually group up against me, but they're just not doing that, so it's making this a little harder. All right, here's the combo. We're going to lead with our spear. Sivir not using her spell shield. Maybe she just assumes death is inevitable. Here we go. We're starting to get enough pressure because the death timers are getting a little longer, too. Let's see if we can take a tower. The minions have done all the work on this so far, so... Hey, we got our first tower, it looks like. I'm trying to figure out how the bots are coded so we can make them group. Because if they group, this gets a lot easier, but already this is pretty good for combos and stuff. Let's see if we can... Oh, hello. Remember, I'm snared here. Ooh, I wanted to flash to get her, but... There you go, we'll do that real quick. Hey, a Lucian. Kog'Maw, probably not far behind. I'm trying to lead with my spear in these fights. Just so, where'd Lucian go? There's a Sivir, I guess we can kill her. Are they prioritizing something else? Like, I'm kind of curious why they keep running like this in that direction. I'm expecting him to move forward, but I think that was a missed ult. What I need to be doing with these combos is leading with my Q. Because it'll come off cooldown a little bit faster. I'm not doing that. Like, I just jumped on him because I was expecting him to dash away. I guess not. I gotta work on that, too. Alright, out of mana. Let's rotate through. It looks like they're going for that inhib, but I'm not gonna let them. So let's do this. Waiting on mana to come back up. I want to be able to get that dragon if I can, but right now it's a little tricky. I'm not sure where the entire enemy team is. I'd be thinking they're on Baron right now. If they were just regular robots. If they weren't just regular robots, anyway. Let's keep this up. So we got two up here. I know Lucian's dead. If we tab and see their items, you know, they still haven't completed anything yet. They're just big minions for me to farm. But notice right when my E is done. Let's see. We're just gonna run right back because I'm Pantheon, and I can, and I can't Theon, I guess. Notice there's a Kog'Maw coming to get me. I'm not too worried about him. There's a Sivir coming. She wants to party too. Now, any chance I get where I can just jump in and use my abilities where they're still standing in them without my stun, I want to do that. Because my stun, it's kind of a gap closer. I can use it to catch up. It won't let me smite him. That would have given me enough damage if I can get an auto attack. But I can use it to catch back up. I can use it to jump to people really far away. Even if they flash, it's a little bit longer range than a flash. So it's pretty good for that. Let's do this. Let's take this tower. I want to get that dragon so I can just run faster. These towers will just go down fast. Well, I'm Pantheon, right? So I don't care about anything. I don't even have mana, but... Might be in trouble now. We're running away just because we're out of mana. I'm waiting for that to clean up a little. I have enough to burst the Kog'Maw if I can get a full rotation off, but I'm not sure that'll be a thing. Let's actually back. I want to clear this big wave. I want to get that Wind Dragon off the map if I can. I'll have my ult shortly, too. Let's do this. This will help me run a little faster. We're 37-0. We're pretty good. We know the bots are going to run here. We know they're a little out of mana. I'm going to push this up if I can to save this tower. I want them to not have global gold so they don't buy items, right? So we're trying to run here as fast as we can. Pantheon, very good at wave clear, too. And we see them top. I don't think I'm going to have time for this dragon, unfortunately. But I will have time for another wave. If you look at my ult range, if I push up this wave, I'm not going to have time. It's like right about there, but the way they're running, the way they're moving, I need to get over there right now. I might have time for a red buff, but I think kill them all and then move over. So notice what I'm doing. I'm positioning so I can just ult right here. And we're just going to do it. Kog'Maw just because he's the lowest and we can. Again, just going for the lowest ones first. Every time I get a kill, my passive goes off, right? So we're able to get some extra mana back, we're able to get some extra health back. I got the shield from the Hysterics if I run into too much trouble. And now we have a 20-second death timer to work with, so we can either get that tower, I can buy and get like a big item, have a whole bunch of options. Mid is pushing in, bot is pushing in, so I think top is fine. I'm really low mana, though. That's one thing that sucks about Pantheon. He's really, really mana hungry. So we'll do this. We'll punch this for some extra gold, because if I'm standing next to it, I get 300 gold, plus 100 gold from the tower going down. Everyone else on my team gets 100 gold, too. So if we just take this, it's like 400 gold. It's like I got another First Blood. Let's actually push this up, too. A little greedy because of that right there, but not sure if others are coming. If I was full mana, I would just kill them all again. Oh, I thought they were going to face check. It's like, okay. Let's do this for now. I'm at full build, so I want to get this. I could sell my boots for a dead man's as well. And another thing I want to do, I'm not sure if the AD carries are smart enough to click ZZ Rots, but if we push that up, it'll be kind of funny watching them struggle bust their way to it. I want to kill the dragon real quick, but maybe we kill all them again. I'm level 18, right? They're level 14, 13. Let's go through. We're going to single out the most dangerous target, probably Kog'Maw. There's a null. Wow, really? Waiting on cooldowns and stuff, but there we go, just like that. That was easy because Lucian jumped into tower aggro, so I just stunned him under there and then jumped in. So, combo on Pantheon that you want to be doing. You got your Q first, kind of the lead. You want that so it comes off cooldown. Then you E if you can get damage off, or you W and then you E so they're stuck into it. You want to weave autos in when you can as well, but always lead if you're Q. It's not such a short cooldown, it does a bunch of damage, it softens them up a little. So stuff you can do. Alright, I don't really need my ult right now, so let's use it to travel around the map. Like, minions are kind of worthless for me at this point. So plan is shove this wave up, get the Wind Dragon, that'll help me with rotations. It's a really strong dragon. I know everyone on the internet says it's weak and that nobody likes it. But it's not weak if you already have enough damage to kill everybody. It just helps you get there faster. I have a ZZ round in 40 seconds too. Another thing that's nice, this will push up that wave that the enemy team, the robots, are just really excited about taking down. So we'll do that. I'm going to start Smite off because I'm not expecting anyone from up here to run down and fight me for this. But also it'll be up again within the 15 seconds I'm using to solo this. Kind of taking my time here because I'm out of mana, so no need to spam abilities. We'll do that. Next one is a damage dragon, so that'll help me out a little too. These boots sell for 770. Contemplating buying a dead man's plate, because with my base movement speed, it'll be fine. quite enough for it yet. Alright, let's go up and kill people again. I got a ZZ Rod in a few seconds, so another thing I can do is just push this down again. Let's see if we can bait out their ultimates and everything again. There it is. Just kind of poking with Q as I can. At this point, look how low they are, right? Trying to stay away from those traps. Let's do this. So on my Sterix gauge, remember. Nope, can cancel that when I don't need it anymore. Got this stun, there we go, we got it. Now ZZ Rod will push this up so I don't need to be here. I'm gonna get blue buff so I have enough mana. Anytime I kill a big cannon minion, because of my mastery, my jungle mastery, the keystone, the strength of the ages, I get health back, so I'm not worried about health. That'll just come as I'm killing cannon minions in lane. So I'm doing other stuff, right? But the mana, that I can't really get with my items. What some people will do to get around that is they'll build something like a Mana Mune on Pantheon. The tier will like stack up and like make his abilities not cost so much. And then he always has more mana. Another thing you can do is get like an Iceborne Gauntlet. That helps a little too. Right around now, we need like a couple more pentakills and we have to start like taking stuff. So my ZZ Rod will make this turn into a big wave. I'm not worried about that lane. I know the robots keep pushing there, but if I keep putting pressure, eventually they're going to have to come deal with me. Just because of the way they're coded. Real players, smarter players could probably come deal with me now that they're getting to like level 18, stuff like that, but robots, now they have a little bit of trouble. See, they're just blindly going back up there. There's 3 up there. I'm knocking on an inhibitor door, so we're going to keep doing that. Yeah, this is a pretty good drill for like map awareness, looking at builds, tabbing, trying to solo carry with a jungler who people say is a little bit weaker, but he just needs the right setup. So I know down here we have 4, it looks like, so I'm going to try to get this, then we're going to rotate down there. We have our Wind Dragon. Maybe I can actually buy. Because if I sell this, I'll be able to get my Deadmans and run a little bit faster. So let's do that. Let's also get our potion back. I have another ZZ Rod up too. So we'll do this. Oh, the Tristana, I think she's going to get away. I'm going to flash in a second, which is kind of funny. I don't know if I need to, though. Nope. Using my smite a little poorly. I can do that better. Remember, Lucian is mid right now, so I'm missing a little bit there. Oh, he just died. I wonder if he got, like, stuck in the minion pathing or something. Alright, let's buy, and then we'll go back. I want to deal with this giant wave down here, push that up. The next dragon will be spawning in, like, a minute, too. So my brain is thinking I want to set up for that, but really do I need to? I couldn't save it in time. ZZ Rod will keep this pushing up. We'll get a super wave up there. People might come and deal with it, but this is fine. Didn't get enough damage on that mid tower to make it stick, but I do need to manipulate these waves so that they don't just take inhibitors on their own. So let's manipulate them. Let's leave those 2 there. What'll happen is the next wave will get stuck on that, and they'll be a little bit farther behind. So I'm going to do another trick. I'm just going to take the little ones. We're going to do that in the next one, too. What that'll do is it'll make it so that my wave will have more caster minions than their wave. And what'll end up happening is this wave will stack into a giant wave. So if the bots keep stacking top, eventually they'll just kind of get stuck there. Uh-oh, looks like they're splitting up now. They're getting a little smarter. Let's get some mana from this. I smited the Gromp there because I wanted to deal with wanted the extra damage. I'm going to be lacking my true damage and stuff, but I think this should be fine. So I saw 3 top. We're going to attack the 2 here. I got 20 seconds on a ZZ Rot. Where are they? I saw you guys a second ago. I hope they're not doing Baron. That'd be sad. Now notice this giant wave forming there. That's by design. We took the back line of minions for a reason. So I'm going to put this here. That'll make that go down. Remember, I got that Cloud Dragon, so I'm moving really fast. I have, how much movement speed? Almost 500 now. As I run, when I get closer to towers, my ZZ Rot makes me run a little faster too. So the plan is jump on these guys, stop them from taking this tower. I might be a little too late, but... So we did that. Where's the last one? Lucian's over there. He's struggle busting his way through the ZZ Rot, it looks like. Well, that's going on. Let's get some more damage. So I'm at 60 kills, but I can't buy any more items, right? So the things that give me more damage now are like Baron, the Smiting the Gromp gives me some extra damage, Red Buff gives me extra damage. So anything like this is pretty good. So let's get this, just so I can do it. We'll get Red Buff, then we'll try to end the game pretty soon. Because I'm getting bored now. We've been doing this for a half hour. I feel like mechanically my Pantheon is in a good spot now. Lead with Q, weave some autos in, use your E when you have a bunch of damage on the target you're trying to execute, try to splash other people with it when possible. Pretty easy. So we get Red Buff. Then we have a ZZ Rot pushing here. Look at our giant wave going to work. Remember, we designed that a little while earlier. We got another one here, too. It's just a byproduct of how we cleared. Just trying to get this extra stuff. I don't even know why I'm farming this. I don't need any more gold. So let's do that. I'm going to go up here, get Gromp and Blue. And then maybe we come and just get that open inhib. So I'm going to smite the Gromp. I'll have another smite up by the time fights start happening. Maybe even another one, depending on how long I stall out. These guys are kind of stuck on my ZZ Rot. There's a Kate right there, too. Maybe we just kill her. I see a Kog'Maw. I don't know what she's doing. Let's just pay her a surprise visit. I'm going to lead with my spear. So if she kept walking, I could throw a spear to finish her off. There's 2 top, it looks like. I don't have enough smite up for my Gromp. So maybe we'll just do Blue, then rotate over there and do that. ZZ Rot is up in a few seconds, so I want to put that back up mid. If I put it in base, actually, the robots aren't smart enough to clear it. So that might be kind of funny. To figure out I'm going to use my smite for this next fight. Oh no, I got hit by a thing! By a trap! Alright, so just helping this grow a little. My ZZ Rot will push this on its own, right, and make this a little bit stronger. So I'm not worried about that. The other robots are probably mid, if I had to guess. So let's just jump on them. Probably, let's go for Lucian because he's 6. If Tristana were a better robot teammate, she would have ulted away a little faster. Gonna throw my Q on that because my other Q will be up by the time I get to her. It's on like a 2-second cooldown, right? So I can do that to get some extra health from my Keystone Mastery. Every time I kill the big thing, the big cannon minion, a big monster like Baron or Dragon, or even just a big... Oh, hey, Kate, what's up? That's kind of interesting. I was waiting for her to jump away, but she just wanted to sit there spamming that. Kog'Maw's at the point where he is respecting me a little too much as a robot. He's not even touching this. Maybe we just clear the wave then. Once the supers are now pushing in, we can do whatever we want on the map, so that'll be fine. Alright, let's end this. While that's pushing up, I'm going to rotate bot. The next dragon, it's an Elder, so I don't know if I'll be able to solo that. We can try. Another thing to notice, if I wanted to keep chasing the bots, this will let me survive a little bit longer. Could also get the Maw Malmortis, which is the magic damage version of this. Could also get a GA, but This build, these are probably core on Pantheon. The other items are completely situational. But this isn't a bad build. I should leave these guys down here. I'm just going to leave that one. I don't need gold anymore, right? But doing that means the next wave will catch up. And then they'll stack. So same kind of thought process here. We'll leave those three. They got supers pushing mid, so this is like the one place that enemy team doesn't want to be. I have time. I think I can go and do the blue before the enemy team responds, because that'll give me some extra mana, so I can use my abilities to spam and clear waves a little bit faster. This is easy right up to. Let's just put it there. So have ult. I think what I'm going to do is probably ult in to engage. I'm waiting to see where they are. Just do that. Kog'Maw probably highest priority right now. There's my lifesteal shield. Remember, they just are scared, right? And if that guy stayed next to me, he probably would have died just from my E. Let's see if I can run and catch this guy. With Dead Man's and my movement speed, pretty likely. So there we go, we got that. ZZ Rod is pushing bot. We'll probably go there to deal with it. Here I got a supers pushing in, so I don't need to worry about it. I was checking to see if the cannon minion was up and big enough. And close enough. If it is really low, I just get some extra health from it. Again, my keystone, right? Like, watch when I kill this thing. Extra health, yay! ZZ Rot getting creep blocked. Now, enemy team, they're up. They gotta decide between me and dealing with these supers. So we'll do this. We'll go back and upgrade our elixir, which we don't have. We can do our red buff. I can smite a Gromp. Then we'll go top. If I look at the timer too, blue is up in 30 seconds, so if I buy and do that, notice my ult is on like a 1 minute cooldown. So if I don't feel like walking, you can just do this too. Because it'll be up again by the time I try to fight. Right now I'm just setting up. So plan is to do this guy, smite it, do blue, which is up in 10 seconds. So I don't know, maybe I shove top, come back, do blue. Now let's just wait for blue. Do blue, shove top, get red. One more fight, then we end. Yeah, pretty good drill. Might be kind of boring to watch after a while when you're like, oh, he just killed them all again. But you really have to get your mechanics down for this to work, so it's kind of like good to help. And it feels like I'm using this combo. It feels like I'm speeding up every time I do a 1v5 fight. So there we go, same kind of thing, right? Saving my W for when he walks away. Notice I'm like full health still, right? As I kill stuff, I'm gonna get health back. As stuff dies, I'm gonna get health back. There's Sivir and another person bot. I'm top. We're just gonna set our ZZ Rod up here. I want to go get red buff too, but maybe I don't even need it. Might be just overkill. I'm gonna save that so I can smite it, do some more damage to towers. I'd be worried about them doing like an Elder Dragon right now if this were a real game, but it's not. It's just robots, so doing that. Now I have a whole bunch of extra damage. I'll probably just walk up and auto-attack that tower, but I want to be full health for the next fight. Remember, I'm getting blocked because of my passive. That's why that did no damage to me. That's kind of weird. No fear on Pantheon. They are. No fear. Just staying on the actual tower a little bit longer, just so I got that extra shield, so I can be a little more efficient. If you were wondering why I was taking aggro for so long. The way my item here, my Stairs gauge works, I have to take a certain amount of damage for the shield to pop, right? Just wanted that to kind of bait. ZZ Rod will finish this off. I can come here and finish these guys off. It's just kind of adorable. Have my ult, too. Flash to speed that up. One more Q. Oh, got him. Now, Triss were good. She would probably ult me into stuff, so probably positioning could be a little better, but not too upset about that. Supers can take that. Everyone's dead for them. I'm going to push this up. I got another blue buff I can go grab. I got another Gromp I can smite. So do that. Don't really need to buy. My elixir's almost dead, but I don't really need that anyway. But it's really helping you use all of your tools on the map when you're playing this game. Learning your damage, getting your build down, all that good stuff. That guy's still level 2. Let's just kill it for the health. Let's do this. Let's farm 2 buffs at once. You get extra mana, get a little bit faster clear by smiting it. Alright, we're gonna go for the mid inhib. I'm gonna drop my ZZ Rot somewhere here. I'm gonna put a ward over here so I can see people coming. We got Super still pushing in bot. I can make him chase me. This will just take stuff on its own. Who do we want to kill in this situation? Maybe Tristana? Let's do something cute. Every time I kill something, I get that assist back, or I get that kill back, and that makes my dangerous game go off. So a bunch of stuff going on there. There's a Sivir up here, right? I can either ult on her, I can not. Doesn't really matter to me. Not enough. Close, but not enough. Let's do this so I have like 2 rows of supers pushing in. The ZZ Rod and the supers are pushing that down, but if we do this, it's just GG. I can do funny stuff like this. 10 seconds on the other 80 carries. I think the super minion did more damage than me there, but can we get the Penta before they end? No, I guess not. That was pretty good. Another thing to notice, we were up against Exhaust Ignite beginner bots. I don't think I got exhausted or ignited once. If I'm up against intermediate, they'll actually use their summoners too. But pretty good drill. Pretty fun to play. Pretty good warm-up for getting Pantheon combos down. I think I need to smite a little bit better. So do stuff like lead with smite. That gives me vision too, so if the enemy team is actually good, they like jump into bushes or something, the challenging smite will let me see them. But I had more than enough movement speed between the ZZ Rot, this item, when I land an auto attack, I just get 20 movement speed, and the Dead Man's Plate. Remember, I had Ninja Tabby earlier, but this has like an equivalent amount of, movement when you're just chasing, right? It's seriously, like, look at what it does. Unique passive Dreadnought while moving builds stacks of momentum, increasing movement speed by up to 60 at 100 stacks. So boots, like if I'm getting Ninja Tabby, it's 45 movement speed. So just moving, it doesn't matter if I'm getting hit, right? Actually, does it? Momentum quickly decays while under the effects of a stun, taunt, fear, polymorph, or immobilize effect, and slowly decays while slowed. So if I'm slowed, it decays, but if I'm just getting an auto attack or something, it doesn't matter. I still keep the movement speed. So even if like an 80 carry's kiting me, I can still keep running, and I have that 60 movement speed instead of 45. So that's why you can sell your boots and then get this, which actually has more stats attached to it. Yeah, pretty fun.